Although legal and tax considerations can require significant time and effort to be understood and any issues resolved, this is one of our shorter videos. This is not because we do not think that these are important issues. We do. However, we do not provide legal or fiscal advice. Therefore, all we can do here is to set out the suggested sources of relevant information and advise you to take professional advice for your specific requirements. So, let's start by examining two considerations when evaluating contractual relationships. There are two main considerations related to international trade documentation. The first consideration relates to the structure and text of any proposed contract. You should be aware that contractual documentation is an area which can cause problems and misunderstandings between potential partners. The suggested solution to reduce these problems and misunderstanding to a minimum is to use International Chamber of Commerce's model contracts and clauses. These have been drafted by legal experts from across ICC's worldwide network, providing balanced, neutral templates. Unlike many other organizations' models, ICC models do not favor any industry sector, geography, or category of parties, such as sellers or buyers. As with any documentary template, they should be checked before signature by a lawyer to ensure compliance with relevant local legal and regulatory requirements. You can find these templates at the link shown below. We would also advise you that you should always consult a lawyer before signing any new contract. This is to ensure that you understand the implications, rights and obligations under these contracts. This is especially important if the original contract has been translated. Depending on the law that is applied, your understanding of a particular phrase may well be different to its legal connotations. The second consideration is that you must understand the status of any digital documentation and signatures. Here we suggest that you check with your Chamber of Commerce. You have to ensure that any important digital documents that are exchanged have the same legal standing as their paper equivalents. For more information on the digitalization of international trade documentation, if you have not already watched the video, The Digitalization of International Trade, I recommend that you do so. Having clarified any outstanding legal concerns, at the same time you should check the situation regarding any tax liabilities. We'll have a look at these on the next slide. There may well be additional tax considerations when exporting, but they need not be onerous. You should check the situation with your Chamber of Commerce, your freight forwarder and/or your accountant. Any additional taxes and tax reporting requirements that may be applicable to your company will depend upon the Incoterms pricing that are applied, the exporting country, the importing country, the terms of any trade agreements between these countries, whether the trade is in physical goods or services. If the trade is in physical goods, the source of input contents may also be relevant. For example, how much value add is sourced from the exporting country and how much from third countries and from which third countries. Please note that in certain importing countries for fiscal purposes, you may have to register in the importing country. Tariffs. You certainly need to understand whether tariffs are applicable and how they will affect your pricing. Tariffs are payable by the importer. Therefore, whether your company will be liable for these payments depends upon whether you are the exporter or the importer. This video does not provide professional advice, therefore we suggest that you contact, as appropriate, your accountant, your freight forwarder, who can complete declarations with both domestic and foreign customs authorities, your customs agent or broker. They ensure goods clear through customs and may act as a direct or indirect representative. This may include lodging import or export customs declarations to customs and facilitating the payment of import duties, value-added tax, excise duty, etc. on behalf of importers and exporters, your Chamber of Commerce. That's it. Below you will find links to the Exporters Almanac, ICC documentation and Incoterms, which set out unambiguously who has to pay for what. Thanks for watching. If you would like to contact me directly, please feel free to do so. Our website and my email address are on this slide and in the description below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more insights on growing your international trade potential. Just click the subscribe link on the screen. It doesn't cost anything. If you think anyone you know would be interested, please share this link with them. And if you're ready for the next step, check out the next video in the playlist. It's linked right here.